Hey guys, welcome to Out the Trunk with Jordan and Darius. I'm Jordan. You can find me on all socials at Jordy B Writing.
I'm Darius. That's D's all up in the area on all socials.
And for our movie review segment, we're going to be reviewing Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. This is our first ever request. Shout out to you, Erica. So just for y'all know,
Appreciate you,
hit us up.
Erica.
Yeah, hit us up on all socials. Oh my God, Out the Trunk Pod and Out the Trunk Pod at gmail.com. We do listen to your requests, so we do want to watch the movies you guys want us to watch and break them down for you. This came out in 2008, starring Michael Cera, Kat Dennings, Alexis Zena, Ari Grainer, Aaron Yu, Rafi Gavron, and Jay Baruchel. This movie is about two music-loving teenagers named Nick and Nora who have a chance encounter in a club and are thrown together for a sleepless all-night adventure in New York City. Joined by friends, their quest to find a legendary secret concert begins a first date full of unexpected twists and turns. So I'll toss it to you for Act One.
Act one, 5 minutes of fake dating. Nick, heartbroken, meets Nora when she asks him to be her temporary boyfriend. They quickly bond over music and are tasked with tracking down Nora's very drunk best friend during a chaotic night in New York City. Off the rip, I counted an iPod, burned CDs, and a flip phone for all the dated technology in this movie.
Yeah, man.
Whew.
That shit really was 20 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. And I was like, do we have burn CDs in 2008? And we did have burn
Yeah,
CDs in 2008.
yeah.
It
And
was a
even the
transition
iPod
year.
with the little swirly mouse pad or whatever.
Yeah, it was like everybody didn't have iPods though, because that was some money. And so
No, it was like $1,000 back then.
I
Yeah.
still had the thick CDs and the
Oh
CD
yeah.
player in the car. So
Remember Zunes?
oh my God, yeah. I had to sell a couple of those at GameStop. So I worked at GameStop for like 8 months, and it sounds as awful as it was. How old are these characters supposed to be in this movie?
That we do need to talk about that. Okay, so they're Nick and Nora are seniors in high school. Nick, Nora, and the girlfriend and the drunk girl are seniors in high school. The other people, I have no fucking idea, but they don't look like they're supposed to be teenagers in high school.
I was guessing early 20s. Are they really supposed to be seniors in high school?
Well, remember they're talking about going off to college.
Yeah. Okay, that's some continuity issues. Seniors in high school would not
Yeah,
be just. I mean, weren't they drinking in the movie?
yeah. Well, he wasn't and she wasn't. Just the girlfriend. Actually, it was just the one friend I think that was drinking the whole
Yeah,
time.
that makes sense. What you got for
Yeah.
Act One, man?
Um, for the listeners, boys, girls, gay, straight, whatever you are, how old, young, when you're getting over an ex, delete everything. I'm gonna say that one more time. Delete everything. Get rid of the phone number, get rid of the phone, get rid of the text thread, pictures, videos. You want to make it like they never existed.
I don't
That's the first step on the road to
necessarily
recovery.
agree. So the problem with Google Messages is deletes are kind of permanent. Like it used to be the case that it would go to a
Yeah.
folder. At the very least, you should move it to your secure folder so it's outside
Yeah,
of your
or at least
normal.
put in your hidden album.
Yeah, it don't don't play from the CD to the new girl.
No, Jesus Christ,
Don't do
no.
that. Bad idea.
And if you have a
So
wall dedicated to her in your room, maybe you want to put those in a photo album somewhere under your
maybe
bed.
just don't do that. That's weird. Don't don't dedicate a whole wall to your
Someone who
significant
cheated on
other.
you.
Even at the height of your love, you're building that's a shrine. That's weird.
That was a shrine. That was what do they call it? A prayer closet or whatever.
Yeah, don't do that. That's weird.
No, that's actually insane.
So you know,
Um,
go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
So I always wanted to start a band. So my question to you is, what
Okay,
instrument would you play in a garage band?
in a garage band. I'm either it's tough because I've dabbled in both.
Used to be in a band?
Well, no, I played in band. I was in band. I would either do be drums or guitar. Preferably electric. Yeah, no, I did. So in middle school, I was in band. I played trombone and I played snare drum. I wanted to learn drum set, but I didn't have we didn't have one, and so like it's kind of impossible to learn if you don't have one. I started fucking around with guitar during the pandemic. I do want to actually want to pick that back up because it is a fun hobby. Yeah, I'd say probably guitar or drums. What about you?
think I'm a roll with
Piano.
our main character. No, piano isn't a band.
Oh,
No,
oh,
I would play bass. I would be like the Nick
bass.
from
Okay,
the bass is I can blend in with the background, man. I don't like being the center of attention. So
yeah,
bass barely even gets a solo. So I like that. I'd be bass. So
okay,
bass and
okay,
background singer, because like I can hold a note, but I can never be good enough to lead the singing. But like a
okay,
good
yeah,
background singer, I can do that. So
okay,
bass and backing vocals is probably what I would
okay.
do.
I think I'd be want to be like a maybe like a Dave Grohl or like Phil Collins, where I can play drums and or guitar and sing frontman, switch off maybe something like that. I'm pretty versatile, so yeah, I want to do a little bit of everything.
Makes sense. What else you got for Act One?
Um, I found it really interesting that this movie is all about music, and I couldn't. There was like not one memorable song on this
No.
soundtrack.
Um, was this before? So this is definitely before Two Broke Girls. Was this before
Yeah,
The Social Network?
was she in the Social Network?
Well, Michael Cera was.
Michael Cera was?
No, this is that's Superbad. What the fuck was he in? Superbad, right?
Yeah, Superbad. Yeah,
So this is before or after Superbad?
I think it's either right before or right after. Let me Google this here. Superbad was what, '07?
I'm about to find out.
Yeah, '07. So this is right after.
Okay, cool. So this was probably filmed at the same time. This is before he was big time because they ain't
Yeah,
had no budget. Um,
correct.
we
Correct.
spotted a continuity issue off the bat with their ages, and
And this is 3 years after 40-Year-Old Virgin. So yeah, she was a little known at that
uh-huh.
point.
She was in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah, she was the daughter.
Oh, well, I mean, I watched that movie, but I didn't know who Kat Jennings was until Two Broke Girls, and then I didn't
Oh
like go
shit.
back
Oh,
and
you
listen
bug.
to all of her.
Man, everybody in high school was in love with her after 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Makes I was not in high school when 40-Year-Old Virgin came out because I'm old.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Kat Jennings though, very attractive young lady. I think we're
Yes,
the same
yes.
age, but you know what I mean.
I feel you. Um
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so I was gonna say, so I want to. She had like the shittiest friend ever. The drunk girl who just would get sloppy everywhere, just to the point where you got a babysitter all night,
The drunk homie,
is
my
the
nigga, you
worst.
got one time with me.
One time,
One time to be, don't get me wrong, we all drink, we have a good time. Like,
yeah,
look, somewhat annoying is fine.
yeah,
One of your quirks is you be right up here on people. That's fine. One of my quirks is I get annoyingly philosophical and ranty. That's fine.
that is true. Yes,
That throwing up, we gotta carry you to the car. We
bruh,
gotta
puking and
kicked out of the bar because you can't handle yourself. You trying to start a fight. You grabbing on a
yeah,
nigga's girl.
she
I had a
blacked
whole
out twice.
one time with me. I will
Nah,
never go
bro.
out with your
Yeah,
ass again.
no, for real. No, dead ass. Like puking at a house party is fine because that happens. Puking in public, nah.
And there's a puking is fine. Puking on shit is not
No,
fine.
yeah.
You
Puking in a
know
grocery store in the ice cream aisle.
that mouth starts watering, it's time to hit that
Go
bathroom.
to
You don't tell it's not unless you just spinning. It's not a
Yeah,
secret. Like you can feel it
yeah.
coming. I've been doing this a
No,
long
yeah.
time. I know when it's coming.
No,
And
dead ass, yeah.
like you got one time. I'm gonna make sure you straight because you the
Yep.
homie. Get you home, get you safe. Make sure you don't vomit on yourself. But we done after
Yeah.
that. Like I'm not, not. If I see you, it's cool. Shake up, whatever. But we not
Yeah.
going out ever again if you get sloppy on me because that shit is. I cannot stand a motherfucker who cannot handle their liquor.
No, it's annoying, dude. You gotta watch him and make sure you're not trying to fight nobody and shit. And like even when she was with those three other guys, not his friends, but the other guys, it was like that was big like train energy too. Like I'm
Yeah,
like, yo, dog, like
it's they want to get to fighting. They get
Yep.
to being weird with women, which I don't play that, and
Yeah.
then screaming and shit,
Yep.
puking and shit, sweating and shit. One time, I'm gonna get you home safe, put you in the Uber, whatever. You ain't gotta pay
Yeah,
me back for the
man.
Uber or
Like
nothing. But we're done after that.
it gets to a point, especially like I know like we go out a lot and shit, whatever. But it's like I'm not gonna get but so faded at certain spots because like safety. Like
Yeah.
you're in New York City at night and you're a girl.
There are
What the
two
fuck are you
bars I'm
thinking?
willing to get hammered at, and that's because I know people in there and I know I'm good
Correct.
there. Other than that, if you
Yes.
notice, when we branch out to other places, I'm really scaled back. Drinking, of
No,
course,
yeah.
but
Yeah, yeah, for
it
sure.
ain't no. We get there, hey, let's do a shot. I'm gonna do that little shot. then it's sip time. That
Yep.
we you know.
Correct.
So ready to get in Act Two?
Yeah.
All right, Act Two: The Pursuit of Fluffy. Nick and Nora navigate the city with their friends, desperately searching for the secret concert of their favorite band. Where's Fluffy? Their budding connection faces interference from ex-partners and various mishaps. And let me just say off the rip,
Hmm.
we all have a story about a time we missed some hints, right?
Yep.
One of these days we might share them on the pod, but
Yeah.
I've missed some hints in my day. I got a few that are pretty bad. Never
Yeah.
anything like this. She was throwing pussy at him for 90 straight minutes. Hey,
All night. All night. All
and
night
Buddy
long.
was just
Like the Beyonce
oblivious.
song.
Like, just I admire her persistence because
I couldn't, but when he got out the car, what do you, bruh?
we talk
And
about
you're
Kat
already,
Jennings now, Dennings,
and you,
whatever.
but that's my, I was about to say, you're already out kicking your coverage and you fumbling too?
Not
Pull
even
him out the game,
fumbling.
coach.
Bruh, you know, again, I'm not gonna stand before you and say I ain't never missed no signs because there's definitely been times where, like,
No,
even
for
two
sure.
weeks later, I'm like, oh no.
No, I've done that. I've done that. I've done that. I'm like there's times where I think back like on shit like a year ago and I'll be
Yeah.
like wanting to punch myself in the face. Like,
Then I read that text thread and I'm like, that's the sign I missed. Oh,
yep,
that's bad.
yep.
But nothing like that. She was literally throwing herself at
She
him for
she
90
changed
straight
clothes for
minutes,
him. She put on a bra for that dude. Like,
and they
oh
was
my
sitting.
goodness. Yes,
Anyways,
Lord.
what you got? That was my quick observation. For also one more thing, this reinforces my belief that shared missions are the best first dates. Like I'm
Yeah.
not opposed to going out for a drink, going out for dinner, but like
Hmm.
a shared objective always makes for a better first date because it gives you
Hmm.
something to talk about that's not
Yes.
just dating.
Correct.
And so get out, go for a hike, go for a walk, bowl,
Hmm.
obviously feed the woman later or whatever, but share an
Yeah.
objective is going to make it way less like a job interview, way less stuffy. So
Exactly.
pro
Yeah, I
tip from a
agree.
OG. What else you got? What you got for Act Two, man?
Um, I do want to say, Nora was like great. I loved her. But she had a lot of audacity because you doing all that and you're mad at dude for like not being over his ex who he just broke up with, and you had to see a boyfriend secretly the entire fucking time.
Be like that. I don't know what to tell you. Be like that.
Now it do be like that, and that should be annoying because I'm like, what you mad at me for?
Um, she like, I got a boyfriend, but you know, he's on a performance improvement plan, and right
Yeah, he on
now,
a pip.
she's
He's
like,
on a 90-day probation
yeah,
period.
and we're interviewing his replacements. Would you like to come in for a conversation?
Correct. She's like,
Uh,
we already got the severance package drawn up
yeah.
and everything. We got the papers. We got the
Another
papers
pro
ready.
tip from an OG. PIP is technically a performance improvement plan, but truly it's a paid interview period. You you don't bounce back
Yeah.
from a PIP.
No, you don't.
If you ever get a PIP, this is for the audience. If you ever
Hmm.
receive a PIP, just know you need to start looking for a job. It doesn't You
Yeah.
can't recover from that. They tell you can
No.
recover from it. You can't actually recover from it.
Hmm.
That's just them starting the paper trail.
Yep.
I have seen it happen one time in my near 20 years of corporate America experience, somebody recover from a PIP.
Hmm.
99% of the time, it does not matter. That person
Yeah,
it's
you'll
gone.
be gone within 6 months,
Even
if
if they
that.
rescind it, you're one bad performance month away from being back on it, and no one wants you don't want to live like that. So,
Yeah, you can't
uh,
live like that,
you know,
especially not with this job security out here.
treat your PIP like
Um,
a paid interview period. You're
yes,
they are paying you
it's a
for a period of time for you to interview for the next job. Like,
it is a walking 2 weeks notice.
yes.
Um, so I would ask you, what are it's obviously a movie about music and concert. So I want to ask you, what are 5 acts you would do anything to see, dead or alive, like bands, single
Have
performer,
not seen
whatever.
before.
Yeah,
Okay, so nothing I've seen before because I've
yeah,
already seen Prince and Outkast, and they'll be on the list. So, all
okay.
right. So Stevie Wonder, James Brown, Queen,
Mm,
Michael Jackson, just because you have to.
that's crazy.
I'm, um, I, you know, I am not the biggest fan of her music, but I think
Hmm.
she's the greatest voice of all time, and I just would want to hear it. So Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, I think not the best albums, not the best songs, but there's I've never heard a
That's a
voice like
good
that in my
point.
life.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting dichotomy.
Yeah, I mean, she was with Clive, and she made pop music,
Yeah,
she made crossover
she
music, and
did.
that's fine. But like I told
But no one's ever like she had a classic album, which is kind of
no,
weird.
like I told my friend, he goes to church and he's religious, but he listens to like more contemporary gospel music.
Hmm.
Uh, and I said, like, I like my gospel music old school. Like, I want to hear I used to smoke crack until the Lord saved me gospel
Yes.
music. Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
so there's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. But like, I
yeah.
don't
That
like
Color Purple
suburban.
ending scene where she
Yeah,
walk into church.
I don't like suburban gospel music. We didn't
No,
got
I
too
feel you.
bougie. Black people made a little bit too much money. I like struggle gospel.
Yeah,
So like, I think Whitney Houston is the best vocal talent I've ever heard. And so I would
ever.
like to
Yeah.
hear her in person. And in a concert setting, you're not listening to an album, you're just listening to the hits. So
Hmm.
the answer: Queen, Whitney, Stevie Wonder, James Brown, Michael Jackson. So you?
Yeah. Um, I'm gonna go Michael Jackson. Since we're talking about dead or alive, if you bring back 2013 Kanye West,
Spiritually
uh,
dead.
yeah, morally bankrupt. I'm gonna go.
I
Um,
missed a really good point in our series segment. But anyways, like, I'm not gonna rehash it. So
I'm gonna go Prime Mariah Carey. Uh, I would go. Hmm, maybe like. Trying to think. Uh, oh, Celine Dion. And Janet Jackson, because I would pray to God that she would call me up on stage.
uh I don't have anything appropriate to say about her calling me up on stage.
Exactly.
One observation, this movie is so New York City.
It is. It is. I fuck with movies that are like city heavy though.
Like it's just I've never lived in New York City, but I used to travel there frequently for work.
Yeah.
And there's just nothing like it, man. I don't think I could live there because I wouldn't want to
Nah.
bring my groceries on a dirty train.
Yeah.
But just like this, like the end of the movie, we'll get there, but
Mhm.
it's just so alive and it's always alive. Like, like
Yeah.
it just there's a feeling, there's an energy to it, and it could
Hmm.
be 7 a.m. at the diner eating breakfast. It could be 11, it could be 3 a.m. walking
Yeah.
around outside. It's the city that never sleeps. It's
Hmm.
just it's something, there's nothing like it. So what else you got for Act Two?
One of my favorite scenes in the movie is when they find the drunk girl and she's in like a burlesque show or something like that,
Yeah.
and they're singing their version of 12 Days of Christmas, and they go 5Tay digs. That was egregious.
That's pretty bad. Uh you asked me the question about the sorry. Tight ticks. You asked me the question about
He's never beating the allegations.
no, no. All right. So the movie's about playlists, right?
Yeah,
Kind of it's named, but whatever.
right.
What is one song that always pops up on your playlist? One for R&B, one for rap.
Okay.
I should have pre-flighted this. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. A rap song is gonna always be on my play, like any kind of playlist or just a
You
playlist.
just obviously it's not going to make on all of them, but just like you're
Right.
like if you scrolled your Apple right now, you'd be like, "Damn,
Hmm.
this is on a lot of them."
Okay. Okay. Probably.
The original, I'll buy you some time. The original question was like, "What's a
Yeah.
song on a playlist you give a girl?" But I'm like, no one does that. So,
I mean,
I bought you
I
as
do
much
like to
time
send
as I
playlists
could.
out. I send playlists to like my friends and shit like that. I'd say okay. So rap song is always gonna be on a playlist. Probably for me, I would go um either We Be Steady Mobbin' or A Milli.
I like that. I'll give my R&B Jeffrey Osborne's Love Ballad because I'm 97 years old.
Okay.
I just love that song.
Okay.
And my one rap, it was my question. I didn't even prepare for it.
You
I would
want me to give you my
say
R&B?
Life Goes On by Tupac off of All Eyes on Me. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
My R&B song would be "Cause I Love You" by Lenny Williams.
oh, I like that one.
That's probably
Played the
my
record till I
all-time
just didn't
favorite
want to
song.
hear him anymore.
Hear him no more.
Watch television till
Until the
television went
TV
off.
went off.
That man was in agony.
In agony. It's funny. I remember I told when you're young, you don't realize the full scope of what a song actually is saying.
Yeah.
So I remember I was telling my friends one time, like 5 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play that song at my wedding. We're gonna dance to that song." And they're like, "Jordan, you know that song's he's singing to his new girlfriend after he finally got over his old girl, right?" And I was like, "Oh,
He said, finally, I went to bed. I found myself waking up a few hours later and the tear. He just stopped singing. Like, he just,
he just talked for 4 minutes. He talked for 4 minutes.
he just, he just stopped singing, and it worked. And it
I
worked.
need to know what that woman was doing to that man, and we need to see what she looked like."
That's gonna be, it's gonna come with the not safe for work warning.
Yeah, Jolene. This is a running joke on Twitter. It's like, well, we need to see Jolene because we seen the
yeah.
pictures of Prime Dolly Parton.
So this
Nothing
movie needed a B
respectful to
plot.
say.
This movie needed a B plot. I love the A plot. It was cool.
Hmm.
But
It needed a B plot.
it
Yes, you're
needed a
right.
B plot. Nothing like the drunk girl didn't do it for me.
Nope.
And like every scene that she was in, I just wanted to end. Um,
That vomit scene was one of the grossest scenes I've ever seen in my fucking life.
I'm just glad they stuck to vomit in that scene. Because I thought it was gonna go way worse. And
Yeah,
yeah, it just I found the B plot lacking. I see what they were trying to
same.
do, but they needed to punch that up a little bit, or just scrap it and
Yes,
just make the movie even more insular. So that's
I
what a
agree.
lot like Love did, and I enjoyed that. So what else you got for
Hmm.
Act Two, man?
Um, yes, I was gonna ask you, at what point do you cut someone off? But you said like after one puking time that was gonna be a wrap.
Yeah, I mean, I will stall you out if it's your birthday and you get out of
Okay, I was gonna
pocket
say
like
because yeah,
that.
we've we've seen that.
Birthday, New Year's Eve, and
Big 40.
Big 40. And if you if you make it home before it all falls apart, that's
Okay,
fine.
yeah,
I don't mind putting a nigga in an Uber. I just do not want to handle bodily fluids. Like I'm just that is my deal breaker. Um, I just don't. I don't want to handle your vomit.
No, I get you. I
And
get you.
if you get me,
Yeah,
I'm too old to be fighting. So
yeah,
if you get me in a situation where I'm fighting and I know you was at fault, sometimes your boy be wilding.
yeah.
And like if a fight happens because of external factors, of course. But like
Right.
if you go and grab somebody's girl's ass and he swings on you, I'm going to break up the fight, but he
Yeah.
had every right to swing on you.
To swing on you. Yeah.
And it's just that drama, that vomiting, that can't handle
Hmm.
himself. That shit pisses me off, and you got one of
Yeah,
them outside of your birthday.
I agree. Or like the mean drunks that you just like talk shit to people for no reason. I hate those.
You got anything
Um,
else for Act Two?
no, that's all I got for Act Two.
All right, we can
Um,
pivot into Act Three.
yeah.
Sunrise in the city. As dawn approaches, the group's chaotic search nears its end. Nick and Nora confront their past relationships and decide what the future holds for their unexpected fueled connection. Music fueled? There was no music in this movie.
No
Okay.
fucking music in this movie.
Let me just say she
Not
was
one band
wrong.
performed. Well, two bands.
Well,
That was it. Yeah.
his ex-girlfriend was wrong.
Yeah.
Two wrongs don't make a right, and leaving her stranded was a dickhead move. Can't co-sign that one, buddy. I can't get with that. This was pre-Uber, pre-cell
Yeah, that's
phone,
pretty fun. Yeah,
pre-location tracker.
that's
Nah,
true.
I can't get with that one. You got to make sure if she's in your care, you got to make sure she gets home safe, regardless of
Yeah,
how you feel about her.
that's true.
Like that's
Yeah, you
that's
egg her
something I'm
house
big
on the
on.
way out.
Right.
Just
Like
kidding.
she is, if a
Um,
woman is in your care as a
you get her
man, you need to
home.
make sure she gets home safe.
Yes.
And so Can't get with that one. That one I wasn't feeling that one. Even as bad as she was and as
She
offbeat as
was
she
horrible.
was, can't do that one, man. I can't get with that one. So just wanted to
Yeah,
say that
I
off the
feel you.
bat.
I have a question. It's like kind of more rhetorical, but like, where the fuck were the parents at?
That's why I want to know how old they were because
Like,
I think in the
these kids
early
are up till
20s.
6 a.m. on a Friday. I'm guessing it's a Friday.
But okay, so that's why I think there's continuity issues. The movie was written
Hmm.
like these were early 20 somethings in New York City.
That's the problem. Yeah, you're right.
And they change one thing in the writing where they go, we're not high school seniors, we're college freshmen, and the whole thing
This would
makes
all make
sense.
sense.
Right.
Yeah.
And so tighter editing, bigger budget.
Hmm.
So I'm willing to like,
They probably couldn't afford to have them in a on a set shoot on a college campus. Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
and so this kind of things happened before streaming where movies would just have
Hmm.
weird continuity issues that just didn't make
Yeah.
sense. And so I'm stalling them out for that. But I will say you saw the beauty of New York City in that they go back to her record
Hmm.
place, Pop's record place, and
Studio. Yeah.
yeah, they do whatever they did, and then they just leave. And there's stuff to do in New York City at 4:30 in the morning. Like that's
Yeah.
just like ain't shit open in Raleigh at 4:30 in the morning. I don't even think Waffle House is open. Like this,
There are some gas stations that are open at 4:30 in
yeah,
the morning.
like New York City, like it's hard to explain to people who've never been, but like you literally can just walk outside your house at 4:30 and go do stuff.
Yeah. No, seriously. Yeah.
And it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. Like you, it's not like Vegas where if you go somewhere at 4:30, there's $100 cover. There's da 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 da.
True.
Like no, you can literally just get dressed, walk outside, and find something to do at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's there's nothing like it. There's nothing else like it. So what you
Yeah, I
got for
like that
Act
they.
Three?
Yeah, I was gonna say I love that they made the city a character in the movie. I think it's really important when you're in a cool city and movies do that. Um. Oh yes, I. So, her boyfriend, tall. How the fuck old was that guy? Because he was clearly not a child, and they've been together for 3 years, so she would have been 15 when they met. What's up with that? Also, I hate that trope of like in movies where it's like they just casually have the high school girl dating like a fucking 24-year-old. Like that's normal or okay. I mean, it happens, but it's not okay, is what I'm saying. But
Well,
I just hate when they
so
do it.
again, I just don't think they meant for the kids to be in high school.
Yeah. I
That's
wonder
why it
if
was
it
one
was
of my
different in the
first
book.
questions. It was just like the ages don't like the age and the continuity
Right.
doesn't add up. So I just decided to frame it as these are 22-year-olds in New York City.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That to me lined the movie up a lot better. But I did enjoy the movie. I love a
Me
good
too. I
rom-com.
liked it. Me too.
You know, I guess my question is a kind of a closer. So,
Mhm.
but it just
Okay.
made me nostalgic for a real nightlife. And I've aged out of going places
Yeah.
at 4:30 in the morning, but just the fact that they're just walking around and there's shit to do. You know, like,
Yeah.
and
I
they're
do
not,
miss that.
there's just it just remind when we were walking around in downtown Raleigh the night before Labor
It's
Day,
just so dead.
just so and like not trying to sit in the club, I get that, but like
Yeah.
ain't a fucking record. Like they went to a record shop, they went to, what they
They
just
got
did
hot
shit.
dogs.
They hot dogs, there was just shit to do.
They went
And
to two, three concerts.
like it ain't gotta be a huge concert. Just where can you
Hmm.
go hear live music in Raleigh? Just
Mm.
on a whim.
uh, yeah, nowhere.
They just were walking around and finding it. And
Yeah,
that's not atypical. Like it's not just the movie shit.
right.
That's how it is there. And so,
Yeah. That's one thing I do love is that it is one of the cities that does live up to its
yeah.
reputations, like in real life.
The thing is though, like New York City is a city to live in. It's not a great vacation city because the things that make it great
You
are
have to be there every
living
day.
there. Yeah,
Right.
it's the rent like I used to travel for work, so I was there enough to where I got to feel a little bit of it, but it's not the same
Gotcha.
as like when people will see like on Twitter or TikTok or whatever, if someone posts their New
Hmm.
York City apartment and it's like tiny and they're like, I could never live in there. It's like, yeah, you don't understand. People just aren't home a lot in New York City.
Yeah, but I say they're not home.
Like they're
It's
just
just a place to
not
sleep.
home a lot, right?
Yeah.
They don't spend a lot of time in their place outside of sleeping. It's kind of just like a hotel where all their clothes are, like
Yeah.
it's different. So what you got for Act 3, man?
What was I gonna say? Uh, I love that. Uh, when he got out of the van, and then she fucked up, and then she goes back with the dude, and he's like basically trying to get her to pay the tab, pretty much. I love that they showed like the instant regret of just making a comfortable decision right
Yeah.
away. Um, and then even just like when they all link back up outside the show. And the X is coming, they just like show their ass in front of everyone. It's like, yeah, no, they're always going to show you why you left in the first place.
Yes. 100%. Especially to
Um,
reconcile that soon. You left for a reason. So,
right, exactly. And I like that in order to choose each other, they had to choose themselves first. Like they had to say, like, no, I'm not going to be with you to go on and like be actually together. I thought that was a dope message for like, especially for young kids, because like when you're kids, it's everything feels so big, but no one ever tells you like just because you're young and it hurts doesn't mean that it's just intense and part of the process, you know?
right. That's my problem with most breakup albums is they all sound like people in high school where it's just like, the sky is falling and if the pain
Yeah.
is hurts. There are very few breakup albums for adults, albums where that acknowledge that you gotta get up and go to work in the morning. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, my favorite one is probably Bill Withers' Adjustments, but that shit is older than definitely older than me, as old as
Yeah.
my parents. So, RIP, Mr. Withers. What else you got for Act
Yeah.
Three, man? All I have is my one last question.
I hate that we never actually got to hear the band. I still
There
don't
was
know who
no
Where's
movie in
Fluffy
this
is.
movie about movie
Yeah,
music.
there's no
There's no
music in this movie
music.
about
It's
music
movie
at
about
all.
music.
Like the soundtrack wasn't great. Like the bands weren't great. We didn't really hear a lot of bands. We never got to see who the fuck is Fluffy or why they all love them so much. That's the only thing I didn't like about this movie.
I honestly forgot about the fluffy plot line until because I watched it last night and then today
Mhm.
I kind of spruced up on it because I thought I missed some things and I was like, oh yeah,
Mhm.
the whole point is they're chasing this band around town.
Right.
Um, so would this movie have been served better with real supporting characters, or do you actually prefer like the insular nature to it? Because everyone else, the bandmates, the drunk girl,
Right.
they were just NPCs.
Yeah.
So did you like
Um,
that, or would you have preferred them to expand the
have
scope of
something
it?
to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm actually glad you brought that up because I did forget to mention that. Yeah, it would have made a much better movie if the friends had like had an active role in their
yeah,
lives or in the story at least. Like even like it just wasn't realistic because there's a scene where they're all outside the show and their exes are just like treating them like shit and talking to them like shit. Like your friends are not gonna sit there and let that fucking happen to you.
right.
No friend is gonna do that. And like that was an example of them not fleshing out the friends more. To be honest with you, I don't even remember the friends' characters' names, and they
Yeah.
were in the movie for a long period of time. They had some of the most memorable lines in the movie, to be honest with you. Like even when they were talking about the band names and shit. Like that was one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
They were just
Um,
there to serve the main characters. They didn't have anything fleshed out on their own. And I
yeah,
could have done without the whole drunk girl side plot. So, anyways,
correct. Yeah. I'd have rather it been like they could have done had to be like one of the guys was on a double date or they were she had a friend and they had a friend, something like that. But yeah, I agree that the B plot was not strong enough to make if the B plot was stronger, the story just would have been much better. I put it like that.
I agree. You want to rate it?
Yeah, I'll give it 3.5 stars. It's a fun movie, very cute story. The romantic leads had great chemistry with each other. It also just reminds you of like the awkwardness of being a teenager and like in a girl like that likes you back for the first time and shit like that. So yeah, I liked it. It's a cute story.
I'll give it. You gave it 3.5. I'll give it three. I'll go 3.5 as well. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I would have given it a four if it had a stronger B plot. I love a good
Agreed.
rom-com. We got a happy ending, literally. And all's well that ends well, 3.5. So,
Correct.
all right. Thanks for listening. My name is Darius. That's D's all up in your area on all socials.
And I'm Jordan. That's Jordy B Writing on all socials.
Please rate, like, subscribe. We're at Out the Trunk Pod on all socials. It is Out the Trunk Pod on all socials.
And for any ongoing movie recommendations, reach out to us via email at outthetrunkpod@gmail.com. That's outthetrunkpod@gmail.com. That's a wrap. Thanks for coming to the movies with us. Come back next week. We're reviewing Weapons.
All right,
Y'all
y'all.
take care, y'all.